This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, fine. So today we have gathered here to discuss regarding the GST filing in the current scenario, how the things are going to be happened in GST filing part. So basically, I'm going to share with you some market knowledge of GST. कि if you work as a GST consultant in the market without holding any kind of professional degree like chartered accountant or a cost accountant, so how you have to prepare yourself to do that kind of task, because after the introduction of the GST in Indian taxation system, the scope of the work has been widely increased across the India. Whatever the market like in South India, East India, North India, wherever you are in India, so the market in taxation or tax consultancy is getting increased. Yesterday we have discussed about the income tax part. The main difference between the income tax and GST is the scope of the work and of course the frequency. Say for example, if I am an income tax consultant, so I will get a chance only once in a year to file the income tax return for all my clients. मुझे साल में एक ही बार मौका मिलेगा मुझे रिटर्न फाइल करने का, इनकम टैक्स में अगर मैं बात करूँ तो, क्योंकि इनकम टैक्स के जो रिटर्न फाइल होते हैं, कोई भी आईटीआर इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न हम लोग फाइल करेंगे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मोड पे, विल गेट अ चांस वंस इन फॉर अ न्यू रिटर्न फाइलिंग. Reverse return and belated return is some different issues, but regular one will get a once in a year chance, once in a year. But sir, then GST we will get at least, if we follow the quarterly return, so we'll get 4 in a year. But आपको पता होगा कि जीएसटी में बहुत सारे रिटर्न है जो क्वार्टरली फाइल किया जाता है, बहुत सारा रिटर्न है जो हम लोग को मंथली फाइल करना पड़ता है. तो मंथली रिटर्न का अगर बात करूं, तो साल में 12 मंथ होता है, तो विल गेट अ चांस टू फाइल अवर रिटर्न 12 टाइम्स इन अ ईयर. सो स्कोप ऑफ द वर्क हैज ग्रेजुअली इंक्रीज्ड. आप अगर पहले टैक्सेशन से अगर कंपेयर करोगे कि प्रीवियसली भी सर ऐसा ही होता होता क्या, वैट सीएसटी, इफ वी कंसीडर वैट सीएसटी फॉर एनी स्टेट, तो उस टाइम पे क्या होता था, बहुत सारे स्टेट में मंथली फॉलो होता था, बहुत सारे स्टेट में क्वार्टरली फॉलो होता है. बट गाइज, लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, बॉयज एंड गर्ल्स, ये बात ऑलवेज हम लोग जानते हैं कि जीएसटी आने के बाद नंबर ऑफ द एसएससी हैज इंक्रीज्ड वेरी रैपिडली. आप कोई भी स्टेट से हो, कोई भी स्टेट से बिलोंग करते हो, जीएसटी आने के बाद नंबर ऑफ द एसएससी, नंबर ऑफ द टैक्स पेयर वाज ग्रेजुअली इंक्रीज, स्टिल ग्रोइंग इन द मार्केट. एंड जीएसटी का और एक फायदा है, दैट इज के सर एवरी टाइम लॉ इज गेटिंग चेंज्ड. मतलब सर जब जीएसटी आया था तब फाइलिंग का नियम कुछ और था, फिर जीएसटी धीरे धीरे बढ़ते गया, 2017, 2018, 2019, फिर गवर्नमेंट ने धीरे धीरे रिस्ट्रिक्शन इम्पोज करते गया. यहाँ पे एक टर्म हम लोग यूज करते हैं, इनपुट टैक्स क्रेडिट. पहले इसको क्लेम करने का बहुत इजी तरीका था, बट अभी गवर्नमेंट एक मैचिंग का रूल लेके आ गया कि आपको अगर 90%, सॉरी 10% अगर बिना मैच करते हो तो 10% तक प्रोविजनल मिलता है. तो ये ग्रेजुअली रूल चेंज होता है. So since the rules are gradually changing itself, so the main thing is कि एक न्यू एंट्रेंस का मतलब जो एक नया है मार्केट में, एक फ्रेशर एक बंदा है हु वांट्स टू स्टार्ट द करियर इन जीएसटी, उसके पास एक चांस रहता है कि वो भी एक नया क्लाइंट हैंडल करना सीखे, उसके पास भी नया क्लाइंट का फाइल आए और वो भी अपना काम स्टार्ट कर पाए. क्योंकि देखो, रूल अगर एक साथ अगर स्टैग्नेंट हो जाता है, कि रूल अगर चेंजेस अगर नहीं होते हैं, तो प्रॉब्लम ये होता है कि सबको काम आने लग जाता है. तो चैलेंज हो जाता है जो लोग न्यू फ्रेशर जो होता है कि वो लोग क्या करेगा, सबको तो मार्केट में काम आते हैं. तो दैट्स व्हाई थैंक्स टू आवर गवर्नमेंट के वो लोग हर टाइम पे जीएसटी रूल्स में कुछ ना कुछ चेंजेस लेके आते हैं. तो रूल थोड़ा सा चेंज हो रहा है तो हम लोग को भी सीखने का चाहत होता है, और मार्केट का भी एक डिमांड भी होता है. अब अभी स्टार्ट करने से पहले अभिषेक एक क्वेरी पूछ रहे थे कि सर, देयर इज अ न्यू रिटर्न फॉर्म कॉन्सेप्ट इन जीएसटी फ्रॉम द 1 अप्रैल. दैट वाज अ प्रपोजल फ्रॉम द गवर्नमेंट, फ्रॉम द जीएसटी काउंसिल, कि न्यू रिटर्न फॉर्म मतलब अभी जो मार्केट में हम लोग जीएसटीआर 1, जीएसटी 3 भी हम लोग जो फाइल कर रहे हैं, हो सकता है कि ऐसा ये ऐसा ना हो, इसका पैटर्न चेंज हो. तो अगेन आप लोग को एक सीखना पड़ता है कि नया रिटर्न फॉर्म कैसे दिखेगा एंड ऑल दैट. तो दैट्स वाई अभी लॉकडाउन चल रहा है इन आवर इंडिया, दैट्स वाई थोड़ा अभी स्लो डाउन जा रहा है। तो जब लॉकडाउन ओवर हो जाएगा फ्रॉम द इंडिया, फ्रॉम द इंटर वर्ल्ड, तो हम लोग जब धीरे धीरे रियल स्ट्रीमलाइन करना स्टार्ट करेंगे, रियल टाइम में हम लोग जब लौटेंगे, तो फिर से हम लोग का वही रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन इंपोज होगा एंड डेफिनेटली हम लोग को भी सीखना पड़ेगा एंड हम लोग को मतलब सर्व करना पड़ेगा प्रैक्टिकली। तो आज हम लोग दो पॉपुलर रिटर्न जो मार्केट में अभी हम लोग फाइल कर रहे हैं, टू पॉपुलर रिटर्न्स जीएसटीआर 1 एंड जीएसटीआर 3B को लेके कुछ बेसिक्स बातें करने वाले हैं। एंड क्यों हम लोग इस सेमिनार का नाम दिया है जीएसटी फाइल मेड नेवर बीन सो इजी, मतलब बहुत बहुत इजी क्यों हम लोग बोले आज, तो उसके ऊपर भी हम लोग थोड़ा चर्चा करेंगे। तो आइए शुरू करते हैं हम लोग। लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द मेन सब्जेक्ट मैटर ऑफ टुडेज सेशन, दैट इज जीएसटीआर 1 एंड जीएसटीआर 3B। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द मार्केट अप्रोच कि मार्केट में किस तरह का चीज हम लोग को मिलेगा, हम लोग को कैसे डील करना होगा। So guys, in broad sense and broad scenario in the market, in India especially, basically you will get two type of taxpayer in the market. Number one is a regular taxpayer and number two is a composition taxpayer or composite taxpayer. Sir, who is the composite taxpayer, who is the regular taxpayer? You will get it, no, you can google it, और जो लोग जीएसटी पढ़े वो लोग को पता होगा। फिर भी लिटिल बिट दो चार फीचर्स तो बोलना ही पड़ेगा। अगर मैं सिंपली एक ऐसा नॉर्मल आम आदमी के तरफ, जैसे कॉमन मैन ऑफ इंडिया, कॉमन ऑफ सोसाइटी अगर बात करूं एक बिजनेसमैन के हिसाब से कि व्हाट विल बी द फीचर्स ऑफ द रेगुलर टैक्स पेयर, सो द बेसिक प्राइमरी फीचर्स इज रेगुलर टैक्स पेयर हैविंग द जीएसटी नंबर, they themselves registered with the GST. Okay, and after that definitely they will issue the invoice which is called tax invoice, and whenever they will issue the invoice, tax invoice, definitely they will charge the GST. आपको जैसे ही जीएसटी रजिस्ट्रेशन मिल जाएगा, आप जैसे सेल्स इनवॉइस इशू करना स्टार्ट करोगे, आपको जीएसटी जोड़ के you have to add the GST and issue the invoice. And definitely at the time of purchase, whenever you'll be getting any purchase bill, you can take the input tax credit of the GST what you have paid at the time of purchase. तो आईटीसी क्लेम कर सकते हैं, अगर मैं लीगल टर्म बोलूं तो आईटीसी क्लेम कर सकते हैं। ओके, नंबर टू इज जीएसटी चार्ज करना पड़ेगा। तो दिस आर द बेसिक फीचर्स ऑफ द रेगुलर टैक्स पेयर। सर व्हाट अबाउट द कॉम्पोजिट टैक्स पेयर? सर जो रेगुलर टैक्स पेयर करते हैं, कॉम्पोजिट टैक्स पेयर वो नहीं करते हैं। मतलब कॉम्पोजिट टैक्स पेयर बिल पे जीएसटी चार्ज नहीं करेगा, आईटीसी क्लेम नहीं करेगा, तो कॉम्प्लायंस पार्ट जो है वो कॉम्पोजिट के लिए बहुत लेस है और रेगुलर टैक्स पेयर के लिए कॉम्प्लायंस पार्ट थोड़ा ज्यादा है। तो मार्केट में सब लोग को मोरलेस तो समझ में आ ही गया होगा कि जीएसटीआर 1, जीएसटीआर 3B ऐसा हम लोग सीखते हैं, ऐसा हम लोग को फाइल करना पड़ता है। तो आइए एक बार शुरू से एक बार इंट्रोड्यूस कर लेते हैं एक बार जीएसटीआर 1 एंड 3B क्या दैट। और शुरू करने से पहले मैं आप लोग को बोल दूं कि सिंस वी आर इन अ लॉकडाउन पीरियड, तो व्हाट एवर द ड्यू डेट वी हैव लर्नड इन आवर जीएसटी लॉ and decided by the GST Council. Now every due date has been revised. We all know that. From our EMI to the GST due date of return, belated file of the income tax return, trade license registration, driving license registration, everything the due date is getting revised due to the lockdown situation. The same thing happened to also for
What is the
our
TDS?
GST also. Okay, so
What is TDS?
yes sir,
last date.
TDS.
Excuse me for the interruption, sir.
Yeah, please.
Nikon.
सर बोलिए कैमरा ऑफ करने के लिए, स्किन छोटा हो जा रहा है। आई एम नॉट फीलिंग गुड टू सीइंग हर।
Please, if there is anyone webcam is open, so sir or ma'am, please kindly request turn off your webcam, because if you are opening your webcam, the screen is getting reduced. Okay, so please cooperate with us. Please turn off the webcam. Turn off the webcam, please.
थैंक यू
Nikunj
सर।
TDS, Nikunj TDS is not kind of tax. It's a rather mode of payment of tax. Okay, so we can pay our tax through the TDS.
Okay.
So the concept of TDS.
Due date. What is the due date of the TDS?
Sir,
In lockdown.
lockdown of TDS of lockdown. Yeah, it is extended to 30th June. Nikunj, if you send me your email ID in the chat box, I will send you the entire revised due date of the TDS as well as GST as well as income tax, including the revised interest rate also. I will send it to you. Okay, so it is being till the 30th June of the last quarter 4. Okay, and of course there is a extension for the issuing of the form 16 also. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, please, guys, just a minute. Is there any option problem with the camera? The people are saying that. Yeah, Nikunj, I am right. I am noting down your mail ID. So I will send it to you. Okay. Okay, guys. Due date I will share, guys. So since this is a GST session, so I will send the GST due date. Don't worry. So GSTR 1 बहुत लोग इसको GST R1 बोलते हैं. So basically, GSTR 1 is filed by the regular taxpayer, and if you see, it means that GSTR 1 can be filed either on monthly basis or quarterly basis. Yes, Pappu, you can say something. Hello, guys. I'm requesting to all of you, if you want to say something, then please unmute yourselves, or else class is being interrupted, so the session is not going as a smooth manner. So please cooperate with us, sir and ma'am, both. I'm requesting to all. Whatever you have a doubt, you can
Sarfaraz sir,
please
Suman side.
type in a chat box. Yes, sir.
Sir, I'll be requesting all of you, rather than using your microphone or camera, put your question in the chat box. We are following the chat box, so every question will be answered. And apart from that, we'll be having a FAQ session, जहाँ पर आपको अलग से 15 minutes मिलेगा. So for that, please, keep your questions ready. Or otherwise, you can, please put it in the chat box. Otherwise, this session is getting interrupted again and again. All right.
Yeah,
ये आप
that's
लोगों
I
के लिए ही
was trying
session
to
है.
say. हाँ.
It will be very interactive session, but I'll request everybody, please, put your question in the chat box. We'll answer each and every question. All right. Sarfaraz sir, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Okay, so GST R1, GST R1 return basically filed by whom? It's filed by the regular taxpayer. And GST R1 right now, what are the situation right now in today's time? It can be filed either on monthly basis or quarterly basis. Depends on your last year aggregate turnover. Say for example, we are in the right now is 2021 financial year. So if we are considering ourselves as 2021 financial year, so whether in this financial year we are going to file GST on monthly or quarterly, it depends on our last year aggregate turnover. दोस्तों 20-21 फाइनेंशियल ईयर में अगर आपको GST 1 क्वार्टरली और मंथली भरना है, ये पैरामीटर डिसाइड करेगा कि लास्ट मतलब प्रीवियस जो फाइनेंशियल ईयर उसमें हम लोग का क्या एग्रीगेट टर्नओवर रहा. तो उसमें अगर एग्रीगेट टर्नओवर अगर आपका 1.5 करोड़ अगर क्रॉस कर जाता है तो आपको मंथली भरना पड़ेगा. और अगर आपका प्रीवियस फाइनेंशियल का टर्नओवर अप टू 1.5 करोड़ अगर होता है तो आपको क्वार्टरली ऑप्शन मिलेगा. जिन लोगों के पास क्वार्टरली SSC who is availing the quarterly filing option, they can also switch to monthly also. मतलब जिन लोगों के पास ऑप्शन है कि they can file quarterly basis. If they want to think that कि no मुझे quarterly नहीं मुझे monthly ही जाना है, they can come. But जिन लोग के लिए monthly option है, they don't have the option to file on a quarterly basis. So this is the first thing we need to understand. प्लीज रिमेंबर वन थिंग, स्टूडेंट लोग बहुत ही कंफ्यूज हो जाता है पहले दफा सीखने के टाइम पे. जे सर क्वार्टरली फाइलिंग अगर GST ऑन हो रहा है तो क्या हम लोग का स्टेटस कॉम्पोजिट हो जाएगा? आंसर इज नो. रेगुलर टैक्स पेयर विल ऑलवेज रिमेन रेगुलर टैक्स पेयर whether they are filing GST 1 or monthly basis or quarterly basis. So it depends on their aggregate turnover of the previous financial year. Depending upon the turnover, they will select their frequency of filing the GSTR 1. Okay. So, Jay, please check your connection, internet connectivity, because sometimes this is online classes, so it depends on the internet connectivity. Okay. So right now, what are the due dates? What are the due date will be the frequency? I mean GSTR 1. So जो लोग का मंथली रहेगा, their due date will be 11th of the following month, and जो लोग का क्वार्टरली रहेगा that time अप्रैल में जून के लिए मतलब फर्स्ट क्वार्टर के लिए 31 जुलाई, सेकेंड क्वार्टर के लिए 31 अक्टूबर, थर्ड क्वार्टर के लिए 31 जनवरी एंड द लास्ट क्वार्टर के लिए 31 अप्रैल, समथिंग लाइक दैट. But sir, right now we are in a lockdown situation presently. So our honorable finance minister, ma'am Nirmala Sitharaman ma'am, or the GST chairman of the GST council, she has announced after the Janta curfew, if I'm not wrong, the date was 24th March. Okay, every due date has getting extended. So for the month of, please note my word, for the month of February, March, and April. I repeat, for the month of February, March, the due date will be 30th June. Ladies and gentlemen, I am repeating myself once again for the month of February, because you know that February due date will be coming under the March, in the month of March. So COVID-19 has occurred in India, especially from the month of March onwards. So for the month of February, March, and April, the due date will be the 30th June. Okay, be it quarterly, Nilesh, be it monthly, whatever the frequency you have, sir, till this period you have to follow, you can follow the extension date of 30th June. Sir, if you want, do not follow the extended date, you can file earlier. आपके पास earlier file का भी option है, जैसे कि अभी April month है, so April, May and June, Nikunj is on. We are waiting for that, because what are the lockdown situation will be May and June, we still don't know. So that will be declared later. You just follow the news by the GST council, you'll get that date. Till now it's clarified till the month of April, because due date, the lockdown is extended 15th April, some state is extended to 30th April. So till now, for the month of April, it is declared. Okay, so further we'll stay tuned to follow the GST council notification. So that's why New Star is saying, sir, video not show. Sir, disconnect and please join it again. And if it is not getting, then you can get an icon like car in your mobile phone screen. You just click on that, you will get the video. Okay, so these are the due dates for the GSTR1 filing and all that. And now this coming to the part of late fee and not filing within due date, but government has removed that late fee. Government is saying that there is no late fee for this lockdown period, but usually it will be taking rupees per day for normal return, and in case of nil return it will be taking 20 rupees per day. मतलब आप अगर ड्यू डेट के बाद अगर फाइल करने जा रहे हो तो जितना दिन का डिले होगा उतना दिन के हिसाब से आपका लेट फी काउंट होता है, बट राइट नाउ इज नॉट टेकिंग एट ऑल बिकॉज गवर्नमेंट हैज वेव्ड द लेट फी. इंटरेस्ट, देयर इज अ रिड्यूस द रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, बट लेट फी गवर्नमेंट टोटली वेव्ड ऑफ. Now this is very much important for us. These are the main part of GSTR1. You can say this is the content of GSTR1. So today's discussion will be on this matter. See, this content I have framed for domestic supply only. If your client is doing the domestic supply, means your client is not engaged any kind of export or any kind of supply made to the SEZ, special economic zone, so you can follow this content. These are the area which we need to update in GSTR1. So whenever we'll be starting the GSTR1 filing, so we need to find out this kind of information. Client से हम लोग को ये information पता लगाना होता है to file a complete GSTR1 without any default. So these are the content of GSTR1. So what are the content? So the content is detailed of B2B invoice. B2B invoice means but before going into the content, I just would like to request one thing. Sir, GSTR1 ये क्वेश्चन आप लोग पूछना चाहिए था कि GSTR1 हम लोग क्यों फाइल करेंगे, क्या डालेंगे. So guys, GSTR1 पे we are putting the information regarding our all outward supply. In GSTR1 we are putting all the information regarding the outward supply, means sales. सारा sales का information we are putting in GSTR1. Okay, so details of B2B invoice, it means that sir, if your customer having the GST number, so that invoice will be considered as B2B invoice. I'm just showing you how the B2B invoice, what are the meaning of B2B invoice. So you can see I have opened a tax invoice in front of you right now. In the screen you can see that. So there's a two party name was there. One is a Manoj and number two is a Mahima Creation. So Manoj is a supplier, is a seller, and Mahima Creation is a buyer. So in this case, Manoj is the registered per supplier. You can see the GST number of the Manoj, and you can see the GST number of Mahima Creation also. Uh, Here it is not getting, but some other bill we will get that. Just a minute. It's a little bit hazy. Yeah, you can see this bill. So in this bill, you can see that the supplier having the GST number as well as the recipient having also the GST number. Guys, this is called B2B invoice. अगर आपका कस्टमर के पास अगर GST नंबर होता है और वो GST नंबर अगर इनवॉइस पे मेंशन रहता है, so that is called B2B invoice. So whenever the Puja Fabrics will file their GSTR 1 return, they will consider this invoice as B2B invoice. तो आप जैसे GSTR 1 फाइल करना स्टार्ट करोगे तो आपको पता लगाना होगा कि आपका क्लाइंट द्वारा ऐसा कितना GSTR 1 कितना B2B इनवॉइस इशू हुआ है. आपको ऐसे काउंट रखना पड़ेगा 1 2 3 करके, because in GSTR 1 each and every B2B invoice we need to upload, because after that there is a concept called matching or GSTR 2A reconciliation. So if your supplier is not uploading your invoice, you will not get that invoice in your GSTR 2A. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a correlation in GST filing, GSTR 1 with GSTR 2A. Puja Fabrics is a supplier of this invoice. So whenever Puja Fabrics will issue this invoice or issuing such invoice, then the customer for the Puja Fabrics is Mahima Creation. So Mahima Creation having the GSTR number. So this invoice shall be considered as B2B invoice. So in GSTR 1, Puja Fabrics will upload this invoice, the details of invoice, the amount of the invoice, okay, the GST of the invoice and everything, the date, invoice number, everything. Once the GST invoice is getting uploaded, Mahima Creation will take it in GSTR 2A. They can see in GSTR 2A. Okay guys, so यही कोरिलेशन होता है. That's why B2B invoice is very much important in GST. आप लोग जब मार्केट में काम स्टार्ट करोगे तो आप लोग को भी ऐसा मैसेज आएगा कि मुझे ये बिल शो नहीं कर रहा है. I can see this bill so that I am not going to make the payment of this, something like that. So I hope every one of you have understood the meaning of B2B invoice, because I have displayed in front of you the concept, the scenario of the B2B invoice. So I guess you can understand. Yes, Mahima ji, GSTR 2 is for the buyer, but GSTR 2 right now, GSTR 2A, I am talking about GSTR 2A. Okay, so GSTR 2A is a buyer will check definitely. If the seller will upload the invoice, buyer can see in GSTR 2A. Okay, on the name of his company or her company, the invoice is being uploaded by the supplier. And B2B sales, yes, Jay, B2B is for the sales. Okay, so guys, this is the example of the B2B invoice. Now, what about the B2B invoice, B2C invoice? Sir, in case of B2C invoice, your customer not providing you the GST number. Either they don't have or they are not providing you the GST number. Say for example, whenever you are booking anything from Flipkart or Amazon, so Amazon or Flipkart, they are not asking for your GST number, because Amazon and Flipkart treat ourselves as a customer, as a consumer. But whenever you are going to book a ticket in ClearTrip, Yatra.com or Make My Trip, they will ask for, do you have any GST number? So if you have the GST number, if you providing that, they will make a bill against your GST number, because whenever they will make a bill against your GST number, it will be coming under B2B. And if you are not providing the GST number to your supplier at the time of purchase, your supplier will consider your invoice as B2C. So in GSTR 1, we need to bifurcate out of our total sale how much we have done as a B2B and how much we have done as B2C. I hope it's clear to all of us what is the meaning of B2B and B2C. No, sir, no, Bimlesh ji. There is a no limit for B2C invoice. It totally depends on your industry. Say, for example, if you are an e-commerce operator, like Flipkart or Amazon, or you are selling to the customer only, so all the supply will be considered as B2C supply. So it's totally depend on your circumstance. There is no limitation, ma'am. Okay. Yes, Nikunj, wait for that. Definitely look in today's class. Will totally based on that. So don't worry, sir. I will definitely show you. Achha, next coming under the HSN and SS summary. So if you
Hello,
are dealing in
sir.
the goods, yeah,
1 मिनट सर। सर ये B2B और B2C का जो ये डिटेल्स आपने ये बिल अभी दिखाया वो कौन निकालेगा और कौन किसको देगा मतलब?
सप्लायर मनन ऑलवेज बिल जो इशू होता है वो सेलर इशू करता है
ओके
और बायर को बिल मिलता है। तो
ओके
बायर अगर एट द टाइम ऑफ परचेस बायर अगर अपना जीएसटी नंबर अगर नहीं दे रहा है
हाँ
तो सेलर उस बिल को B2C कंसिडर करेगा और जीएसटी 1 में B2C में अपलोड करेगा। और बायर अगर अपना जीएसटी नंबर प्रोवाइड करे लाइक दिस जो बिल में आप लोग को दिखाया हूँ, यहाँ पे बायर
हाँ
देखो बायर अपना जीएसटी नंबर प्रोवाइड किया। तो
ओके
ये जो बिल इट इज इशूड बाय द पूजा फैब्रिक्स विच इज ऑल्सो रजिस्टर्ड पार्टी। तो पूजा फैब्रिक्स इस बिल को ट्रीट करेगा एज ए B2B इन द नेम ऑफ महिमा क्रिएशन।
ओके
Okay, Jay is raising a doubt, sir. B2C में one party has a GST ID. Yes, Jay, only supplier, not the buyer. Ronnie is asking, sir, what is the difference between B2C large and B2C small? Very good question, Ronnie. It's a unique question. Achha, Manish is saying full form of B2B. B2B stands for business to business. So Ronnie, the main difference between B2C small, if you are supplying all your goods or all your service within the state to the unregistered party, so all bills shall be considered as B2C supply. आपका अगर पूरा सप्लाई स्टेट के भीतर ही हो रहा है, स्टेट के बाहर नहीं हो रहा है, I mean to say that all of your customer are from your state only. If you are from Gujarat, so all of your customer are from the Gujarat state, and your customer does not have the GST number. So that invoice will be B2C small in GST 1. And if your customer is from outside the state, you have a customer from Maharashtra, you have a customer from Rajasthan, but your customer don't have the GST number, and the invoice amount exceeding 2.5 lakh, that will be B2C large. Okay, so I hope it's clear. Once again, I repeat it, this thing. B2C small, सर B2C स्मॉल वो सारा इनवॉइस होगा जो स्टेट के भीतर यूज होगा टू द अनरजिस्टर्ड कस्टमर। अमाउंट कैन बी एनीथिंग, 1 rupee to 1 crore, whatever be the amount, that will be B2C small. But if you are supplying the goods outside the state and your customer is an unregistered person and the invoice value exceeding 2.5 lakh, I repeat, invoice value exceeding 2.5 lakh, then that bill shall be considered as B2C large. Okay, and definitely since it's the outside state, तो IGST will be charged. मनन IGST लगता है जब स्टेट के बाहर हम लोग सप्लाई करते हैं तब. So if you are from the Gujarat, so if you are making supply to the Rajasthan, if you are making supply to the West Bengal or any other state other than the Gujarat, so IGST will be charged. So I hope B2B, B2C, B2C, B2B large, B2C large, its a meaning is clear to all of us. जिन लोग का questions queries था, I hope it's clear to them. Now move on to the next part, HSN and SSC part. नहीं जाए, B2B में कोई small large नहीं है. There will be no
Hello.
different large or small in B2B, only in B2C. Yeah.
B2C is clear, please repeat.
B2C?
B2C part is repeat, please. Repeat करो ना एक बार.
Yeah, B2C, sir, if your customer is unregistered customer, if you don't,
Okay.
if your customer don't have the GST number, so whatever the supply you will be making to a customer, you as a supplier will consider as B2C supply.
Okay.
ये सारा पार्ट जो है वो सेलर कंसिडर करेगा.
Okay.
Okay, sir?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Okay, so HSN and ACC summary. Sir, HSN stands for Harmonized System of Nomenclature. ACC stands for Service Accounting Code. So there is another question is coming. What does unregistered customer mean? तथागत unregistered customer means those customer who don't have the GST number. जिन लोगों के पास GST का registration number नहीं होता है, उन्हीं लोग को unregistered customer बोलते हैं. There's another doubt. B2C EOA will generate or no? Yes, sir. EOA will be definitely generate. There will be no confusion with the B2B or B2C. EOA is required. It's required on depend on your invoice value and distance you are covered. So if you are crossing the limit, the distance what is mentioned as per your state, or you are exceeding the invoice value, you have to issue the EOA bill. Since you are the registered one, so you have a right to issue the EOA bill. Okay, so sir, if there is a B2C, you will definitely will be generate if the invoice value will be exceeding. Neha is asking, but for unregistered customer GST नहीं लगता है. Neha, जब unregistered customer sell करेगा तब GST नहीं लगेगा. But if you are selling to the unregistered customer, तो definitely आप GST charge करके ही बेचोगे. Unregistered अगर कोई पार्टी कोई सप्लाई कर रहा है, मतलब सेलर अगर अनरजिस्टर्ड होता है तो नो जीएसटी. But seller registered है, buyer unregistered, so definitely GST will be there. So Neha, whenever you are purchasing anything from online like Flipkart or Amazon, you just check the bill. You are the unregistered one, but in bill there is a GST content is there, because whatever you are purchasing from the e-commerce portal, they are the registered one. So they are definitely charge the GST and deliver the goods to you. जीएसटी लगता है बट क्लेम नहीं हो सकता. यस विमलेश जी, जीएसटी लगता है बट एज ए आईटीसी क्लेम नहीं हो सकता. Okay, so guys, move on to the next part, 3, 4 and 5. This is another information. Sneha, yes, I am saying that HSN stands for Harmonized System of Nomenclature and ACC stands for Service Accounting Code. So if you are supplier of service, अगर आप सर्विस का सप्लाई करते हो तो आपको एसएससी कोड देना पड़ेगा. और आप अगर गुड्स का ट्रेडर हो, गुड्स का डीलर हो, तो आपको एचएसएन कोड देना पड़ेगा. मैं आपको एक बार फिर से बिल दिखाऊंगा तो आपको कुछ समझ में आएगा. यू कैन सी दिस इज अ बिल फॉर रॉ clothes. .NET is a fabric which is used in the manufacturing of garments. So you can see in HSN tab there is a 4-digit code is there, 6006 and 6006. So for goods there is a code and this code extended up to 8 digit maximum, and for service it is for the 6 digit. Okay, minimum maximum 6. So ये code से by using the HSN or SSC code we can classify our goods, we can classify our service. Okay, we can classify our goods, we can classify our service, and we can classify the GST rate accordingly. So हम लोग को जब GST-R1 भरना है तो हम लोग को ये कोड वाइज समरी भी बनाना होता है, जिसको हम लोग HSN और SSC समरी बोलते हैं. डॉक्यूमेंट समरी का मतलब होता है सर इनवॉइस का नंबर बताना होता है, बिकॉज आप अगर रजिस्टर्ड सप्लायर हो तो आप जो पक्का बिल इशू करोगे, वट एवर द जीएसटी इनवॉइस यू आर गोइंग टू इशू, इट इज कॉल्ड टैक्स इनवॉइस. सो यू कैन सी देयर इज अ टैक्स इनवॉइस हेडर, यू हैव टू मेंशन दिस नेम, दिस इज अ रिक्वायरमेंट. एंड टैक्स इनवॉइस के नीचे देख रहे हो कि इनवॉइस नंबर भी है आपका. सो जो इनवॉइस नंबर आप देख रहे हो, इनवॉइस नंबर का डिटेल यू हैव टू अपलोड इन GST-R1. How many invoice you have issued in a particular month or particular quarter to your customer, be it registered or unregistered, and you have to give the count. Count means 1, 2, 3, 4 as a count. So it may be 10, it may be 12, depend on your circumstances, but you have to mention this information in GST-R1. Okay? No, it's not sweep code. Sweep code is different. It's invoice number only. If sweep code is not using, sweep code is using for the foreign currency transaction, dear sir or ma'am. So it is for the, it's for the information or regarding the GST number, I mean invoice number. So ladies and gentlemen, these are the information is minimum requirement of filing the GST-R1. And last but not the least, debit note or credit note if any. Remember, ये जो debit note and credit note जो है last में, it has to be issued by the supplier, not
हेलो
by the buyer.
हेलो
Yes,
हेलो
sir.
सर HSN SSC रिपीट करेंगे प्लीज.
Sure. अगर आप गुड्स का ट्रेडर हो, इफ यू आर डीलिंग इन गुड्स, So whatever the goods you are supplying, whatever the goods you are selling, there must be a specific code as per the GST. And today's world, you can easily find out. आप Google करो, आप product का नाम लिखो, you will get your code. So वो code आपको bill पे mention करना पड़ता है. Whenever you will be issuing the sale bill, you have to mention the code. And if you are dealing with the service, so for service there will be the SAC code, service accounting code. For goods we have to mention HSN. For service we have to mention SAC. So at the time of filing GST1, you have to prepare the summary for HSN. Okay, okay, what are the goods you have supplied and what will be their amount and tax amount. That is a that is a requirement. HSN stands for Harmonized System of Nomenclature. Harmonized System of Nomenclature. It's a Latin term, and SAC stands for Service Accounting Code. It's a criteria we need to put this code in the invoice at the time of issuing invoice. So guys, right now these are the why I'm showing you this kind of invoice in front of you. So in ICA, whenever we are teaching our students of filing on GST, especially the GST1 or GST3B, we are dealing with this kind of practical invoice where we can show each and every information in a practical manner. So guys, Subham, there's no meaning for HSN. There's a code. It's basically for the code. HSN is nothing but a code. It's a Latin term. It's a code, sir. And that code has been developed by the GST Council to identify your products and their respective GST rate. So if you are dealing in a goods, you have to find out the code for your goods. You will get it from tariff book. You will get it from internet also. You have to mention in the bill that code and you have to prepare the bill. So HSN is nothing but, you can say it's a Latin term, it's a code. It's nothing but it's a code. Document summary, Manan, is nothing but it's the information regarding the invoice number. How many invoice? Count. How many invoice? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many invoice you have issued in this particular month? It may be 1, 2, 3, 10, whatever. Consider Unilever. So Unilever will issue numerous number of invoice in a particular month. Consider railway workshop. So who is engaged in manufacturing the engine, railway engine or something like that, they will issue hardly one invoice in a month, but that invoice will be in crore. So this totally depends on your industry. Okay, so document summary basically deals with total number of documents. Ronnie, you can get it from tariff book. There's a market tariff book will be available, or you can just type in the Google, you will get the code. Right now in internet, every code will be available. Okay, so we'll get it from internet also. You just type your product name, say for example mobile phone. You just type HSN code for mobile phone, you will get that. Yes, Manan, you can say bill, but count of the bill, sir. It's not bill, count of the bill. Okay, Poonam, sir, is there any format of upload details? Ma'am, sir, I'm not getting the question. Is there any Excel format you are saying? You are writing to say Excel. Yeah, ma'am, Excel format is there. GST1, you can file it in Excel format also. Or today I'm going to show you upload from Tally also. Okay, so after this discussion, definitely I will look into that matter, okay, how the things are going to be uploaded in the portal. Okay. Tara Chandra ji, the difference SAC code. SAC code is basically for the service. If you are a supplier of service, then you have to mention the SAC code. Or if you are a supplier of goods, then the HSN code. Depend on your nature of supply. कि आप क्या सप्लाई कर रहे हो, आप गुड्स बेच रहे हो कि सर्विस बेच रहे हो. तो जब आप कोई मोबाइल फोन का कोई सर्विस हो, सर्विस ऑपरेटर देखना, वो लोग एसएससी कोड यूज करेगा, डीटीएच आल्सो. बट whenever you will be dealing some goods, manufacturing or trading goods, you have to mention the HSN. Yes, Poonam Kumar, there will be the Excel format for GST1. You can upload by using the Excel format also. You can upload directly from the Tally also, or you can upload manually also. So there are lots of way to upload the GST1 in the portal, in our definitely GST portal. So what I was trying to say in that time, I got stuck in your questions. So sir, I hope you had understood that whatever the details I have mentioned with you, I have shown the bill also. मैं आप लोग को बिल्स भी शो करके दिखा रहा हूँ. तो क्लासरूम जो ट्रेनिंग हम लोग लेते हैं, be it in online or be it in offline manner, so we are approaching in this manner. because we the ICNs feels that if we are training our students in a practical manner, so only practical documents can help them. So whatever the queries, HSN, SSC, whatever you can see in the bill, and this is a GST bill issued by the original supplier. You can see the details, address, everything is there. So whenever you'll be handling this kind of bill at a time of practice session, at a time of the classroom training session, so definitely we'll get a confidence to handle the GST project in practically. Because first we'll be start doing entry in Tally, then we'll move on to the filing part. If I'm going to explain the role of an accountant in a market in GST, so what they basically do in the office, so first basically they have to pass all the entries. So whenever they will start work, they have to pass the purchase bill entry, they have to pass the sale bill entry, debit note, credit note, after that receive payment, and then they have to prepare the filing for GST 3B as well as GST 1. Okay. A question: if a person providing goods and service both, then we have to make invoice differently or not? Yes, Piyush ji, you have to make an invoice differently. For goods, you have to issue the separate invoice. For service, you have to invoice separate invoice. Because GST rate will be the difference, nature of the GST will be different, so it will be better to issue the separate invoice. Okay, so guys, till now, I hope we are able to solve your queries regarding our discussion. So we in ICA, this is our approach of study, or rather of approach of our training to our students, so that they can easily crack the practical interview number 1, and they can train themselves in a manner like the practical one. Okay, sir. So this is the this is the way to teach our students. There is another question is coming: debit note and credit note. Regarding that, what is that? Credit note, both GST 1. Yes, debit note and credit note issued by the supplier. Dear sir and dear ma'am, debit note and credit note of supplier issued by the supplier. सेलर ने जो डेबिट नोट इशू करेगा, सेलर जो क्रेडिट नोट इशू करेगा, वही GSTR R1 में जाएगा. If you are buyer और आप purchase return कर रहे हो, if I am a buyer, I have bought something, I have purchased something, and I am returning the purchase. So that time I will issue the debit note, but that debit note is issued by the buyer. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not talking about that debit note. We are talking about the debit note, those issued by the supplier only. मार्केट में जब पहले आया था, इसमें काफी सारा कंफ्यूजन हुआ था, but it's exclusively, since GSTR 1 exclusively deals with the supply, outward supply, so GSTR 1 deals with outward supply. So whatever the debit note issued by the supplier, then we will issue that. ओके, नाउ देखते एक बार पोर्टल में जाके कैसे हम लोग इसको अपलोड करते हैं. तो चलो एक बार पोर्टल पे देख लेते हैं. So it's almost 7 minutes in our hand, because at 5 PM ma'am will come back and ma'am need to say something. So before that, we just see the portal, okay, how the things are getting done in the portal. So let's see. This is a real-time portal. What I am just going to show with you, and I am going to log in with you. Yes, किसी का कोई डाउट हो तो प्लीज पूछे, और else please mute yourself, because I am recording the session also, or else background noise will be recorded.
हेलो सर.
या
सर, आउटपुट टैक्स क्रेडिट क्या है?
आउटपुट टैक्स नहीं होता सर, इनपुट टैक्स क्रेडिट होता है सर. आउटपुट टैक्स जो सेल्स पे जो जीएसटी हम लोग देते हैं, मैं समझा रहा हूँ मनन. जस्ट गिव मी 1 minute, आई एम जस्ट लॉगिंग इनटू द पोर्टल. वंस आई फिनिश द लॉगिन, आई विल गेट बैक टू यू सर. ओके, गिव मी 1 minute सर.
Okay, till the time Sarfaraz sir is logging, guys, I believe you people are enjoying the session, right? आप लोग session enjoy कर रहे हो? If you are enjoying the session, put a Y in the chat box. Just एक Y लिख दीजिए chat box में, so that we can understand you are enjoying the session.
Okay, thank you sir.
Awesome, 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 awesome. We're getting lots of Y. So I believe the session is really fruitful. All right, Sarfaraz sir, please go ahead.
Thank you sir. Thank you all my participants. Thank you so much. It motivates us. Anyway, guys, so there is a question before going into the break, that is called the difference between the, I mean, output tax, input tax. Just show the invoice. You can see the invoice. See, देखिए जो लोग मार्केट में पहले दफा काम करने जाते हैं, मतलब जिन लोग का, सी हम लोग का कॉलेज एंड हम लोग का स्कूल्स, इवन हम लोग का इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स ऑफ इंडिया, कॉस्ट अकाउंटेंट ऑफ इंडिया, वट एवर द इंस्टीट्यूट वी आर फ्रॉम, वी बिलोंग फ्रॉम, we read so many things, we are learning so many things in our syllabus curriculum, but no institute will give us it can be said that this kind of practical data, you know, we know theoretically, okay, this is called purchase bill, this is called sale bill. In BCom curriculum, we have to prepare final accounts. In CA exam, CA intermediate exam also, we have to prepare the final accounts, but every final accounts have lots of scope. But sir, what about the practical scope? Because whenever we'll be start our career in market, I mean, as a fresher, whenever we'll be starting, so lots of new thing we need to handle. उस समय पे ना मुझे ये समझ में नहीं आता हम लोग के सर हम लोग क्या सीखे और क्या आते हैं. So that's why in ICA we have decided to train our students in a manner so that they can easily identify, they can they can identify themselves. Yes, these things we have done in our classroom, that is nothing but is a classroom discussion. So that's why we need to redefine our study material. We need to reclassify our teaching style so that our student feel or a student will be come under the comfort zone. Okay, yes sir, whenever I'll be starting our career as a practicing CA or as a practicing whenever you'll be starting our articleship also, so in CA firm or in any kind of accounting firm, we'll be not in an awkward situation. अरे तुझे BRS नहीं आता है, टैली भी कभी BRS किया नहीं है, because in practical life no one will spoon feed us. कोई हम लोग को उंगली पकड़ के नहीं सिखाएगा, ताने 10 सुनाएगा बट हेल्प एक करेगा. तो सर ऐसा क्यों करना है? इट्स नॉट अ रॉकेट साइंस कि हम लोग के होगा नहीं. लेट्स सी कैसे हम लोग ये चीज सॉल्व करते हैं. तो मनन, बिफोर गोइंग इनटू दैट पार्ट, मनन हैज आस्किंग अ क्वेश्चन, सो आई एम गिविंग यू द आंसर सर. See, this is a bill, there is a Puja Fabrics is a party name and Mahima Creation is another party name. So buyer is a Mahima Creation and Puja Fabrics. So whenever Puja Fabrics will go and pass the entry in their books of accounts, जब Puja Fabrics अपने अकाउंट्स में एंट्री करेगा तो ये बिल को वो सेल बिल मानेगा, और सेल बिल पे जो जीएसटी वो लोग चार्ज किया है, ये जीएसटी उन लोग के लिए आउटपुट जीएसटी हो जाएगा. दैट टाइम ये जीएसटी उन लोग के लिए आउटपुट जीएसटी हो जाएगा. So at the time of supply, I repeat guys, at the time of sale or outward supply, whatever the GST we are going to charge, that is our output GST. तो सर महिमा क्रिएशन के लिए क्या होगा सर? तो सर महिमा क्रिएशन के लिए परचेस का एंट्री हो जाएगा, दैट विल बी द बायर. महिमा क्रिएशन विल बी द बायर. सो महिमा क्रिएशन का अकाउंटेंट इसका परचेस एंट्री करेगा. तो महिमा क्रिएशन जब इसका परचेस एंट्री करना स्टार्ट करेगा तो महिमा क्रिएशन विल कंसीडर इनपुट जीएसटी. So Manan, whatever you have asked the question, so whatever the output GST for the seller, the same thing is the input GST for the buyer. और GST में ना ये आउटपुट और इनपुट GST को मैच करवाना पड़ता है. तो अगर हम लोग अगर साथ साथ क्लास स्टार्ट करेंगे तो उसमें मैचिंग एकदम पूरा उंगली पकड़ के सीखेंगे एकदम पूरा बिगिनिंग लेवल से विद द प्रैक्टिकल डेटा ऑब्वियसली, तब जगह मार्केट में का नॉलेज हम लोग को समझ में आएगा. सो आई होप कि बिल देख के आप लोग को एक बेसिक चीज, जो लोग फर्स्ट टाइम देख रहे हो मार्केट का बिल कि B2B बिल कैसा होता है, क्या क्या इन्फॉर्मेशन रहता है, क्या पार्टी का बैंक डिटेल्स बिल पे देना जरूरी है, तो आपको सारा चीज की इन्फॉर्मेशन इस बिल से मिल जा रहा है. एंड बिलीव मी गाइस, वी आर नर्चरिंग विद द सिमिलर बिल्स इन आवर क्लासेस. You just consider yourself, if you are day by day you are passing the entries in our classroom, you are getting experience, you will be no more fresher at all. So since we are in a lockdown situation, we are in a quarantine, self quarantine period, so we have decided in online just upgrade ourselves. So when will be things will be getting, the scenario will be fine, I mean the quarantine period will be over, lockdown will be get over, so definitely that time we will gather some knowledge and we'll start work in practical life. So Manan, I hope you have got your answer in input GST and output GST. For सेलर के लिए जो जीएसटी वो चार्ज करते हैं वो उन लोग के लिए आउटपुट जीएसटी होता है, एंड बायर के लिए वो जीएसटी क्या हो जाता है, इनपुट जीएसटी. तो आगे चल के एक लॉ होता है, लॉ आता है इसके अंदर, इनपुट टैक्स क्रेडिट एडजस्टमेंट हम लोग बोलते हैं उसको. तो हम लोग इनपुट टैक्स क्रेडिट एडजस्टमेंट में सीखते हैं कि आउटपुट इनपुट कैसे एडजस्ट होते हैं. ओके, सो लेट्स सी इन द पोर्टल कि पोर्टल में हम लोग कैसे पुट करेंगे. सो बिफोर गोइंग टू द पोर्टल, आई होप के HSN SSC questions, I mean regarding the HSN and HSC summary queries or GST number queries, I mean regarding the document number queries, I have cleared all of you guys. So till now, if any doubts you in your mind, you can ask regarding this GSTR1. So definitely I will explain. And this is the portal. If the Reliance will log in, the same portal will be open in the for the Reliance also. Only the name will be the change differently. So there is an option called Return Dashboard. So I'll be clicking on Return Dashboard. Okay. So in Return Dashboard, you will get the option. So right now you can see that the financial year is coming 1920. Okay, and you can see the new financial is also begun 2021, but we are about to file the March month return. So 1920 and March, and click on the search. So now you can see that this is the return has to be filed by the regular taxpayer either in a monthly basis or quarterly basis. If you follow any kind of GST theory book or GST book, you will get that there will be GSTR 2, GSTR 3, so many name of the return are there, but practically we used to file GSTR 1 and GSTR 3B, because GSTR 2A, you can see this is only view only. You can only view the GSTR 2A, what are the content of GSTR 2A. You need not to file. You have to file GSTR 1 and you have to file GSTR 3B. So remember one thing, there is a two way to upload the GSTR 1, either go online or go offline. So sir, what will be the usage of online and offline, and on the basis of which parameter we are going to do this online or offline? Sir, it totally depends on your database. आपका database का bulk के ऊपर आप decide करो कि online करना है कि offline करना है, क्योंकि database अगर मतलब ज्यादा हो जाता है, if you have a large number of database in the sense you have large number of sale bill, you have large number of HSN summary, our suggestion, you have to go with offline mode. Or if you have a small number of database, only few sale bill you have issued, so online option will be very suitable for you. It will save your time. Guys, in the market only is not enough, as I feel, we feel that also, because knowledge के साथ साथ जो main चीज दरकार होता है, that is your skill. Shukal, obviously GSTR 3B definitely will be doing that. Sir, let me finish with GSTR 1 and then I will get back to you, sir. Give me some time, then I will get back to you. You have raised a question regarding GSTR 3B file against the circular government or something like that. So definitely I will get back to you, sir. Let me finish the GSTR 1, then definitely I will get back to you, sir. Okay, so GSTR 1, there's an offline and online. So, sir, when we'll be filing online and when we'll be filing offline, it totally depends on the your database strength or database size. So if your database is very small, I mean you have only few sale bill, like you have 10 B2B invoice, you have no B2C invoice. So my opinion is go online. How? Click on it. So you'll get the entire information of GSTR 1. And जो लोग first time देख रहे हो आज, they can feel that sir, this information anyone can fill. There is no rocket science concept over here. You just understand, you just need to understand that कि कहाँ पे क्या लिखना होता है. Basically return filing का जो concept होता है इंडिया में is like a clerical task. आपको ये सीखना होता है कहाँ पे क्या लिखना होता है. But main task होता है documents. Be it income tax, be it GST. Always focus one thing, you need to prepare the documents. Means मैं ये documents का बात कर रहा हूँ. आज अगर आपके पास ये सारा information ready है, ये सारा information जो एक्सेल शीट में हम लोग लिखे थे पहले, all this information, तो आपका GSTR 1 फाइल करने में उतना ही टाइम लगेगा जितना आपका कॉपी पेस्ट करने में टाइम लगेगा. अगर ये डिटेल्स अगर रेडी है तो बहुत सारा सॉफ्टवेयर लाइक टैली, क्विक बुक्स, ऐसे बहुत सारे सॉफ्टवेयर होते हैं SAP जो ये डेटाबेस एक साथ प्रिपेयर करके देते हैं. तो वो उन लोग का इनोवेशन है, हम लोग उसका भी सहारा ले सकते हैं. तो guys, GSTR 1 में you can see this is the exhaustive manner of GSTR 1. So you can see couple of tables over here. So all tables is not important for you. Remember one thing, only relevant table is important for you. So I am just showing you okay, what are the table is relevant for us for the regular filing of GSTR 1. So this is the table for B2B. This is the table for B2B. Manan, EWB stands for EOA bill. So that is nothing but whatever the EOA bill will be issued in your name, the data will be automatically pre-fill over there. So for the time being, we just ignoring this EWB UABIL data. We will be upload the invoice one by one, no issues. Okay. So B2B invoice, if I'm clicking on this B2B invoice, you'll be getting screen like this, and over there there's an option called add details. So click on add details, and you have to put the information regarding your customer. Ladies and gentlemen, GSTR 1 is filed by the supplier, seller. तो सेलर को यहाँ पे अपना कस्टमर का डिटेल देना पड़ेगा. क्या डिटेल? स्टार्ट विद द कस्टमर जीएसटी नंबर. आज क्लास का पहले ही हम लोग बताए थे कि यू हैव टू स्टार्ट विद द जीएसटी नंबर. तो एक जीएसटी नंबर में दे रहा हूं. अब जैसे जीएसटी नंबर प्रेस करके टैब प्रेस करोगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली द नेम विल बी रिफ्लेक्टेड. आई मीन ये जो जीएसटी नंबर आप कस्टमर का डाल रहे हो, तो जो कस्टमर से बिलोंग करते हैं वो ऑटोमेटिकली उसका नाम आ जाएगा. देन इनवॉइस नंबर मतलब बिल नंबर, सीधा हिंदी में बोले तो इससे बिल नंबर. कौन सा वाला सर? ये वाला. ये जो इनवॉइस में आप लोग को दिखाया था, इस इनवॉइस का देखो बिल नंबर है ये वाला. दिस इज 2018-1920 लाइक दिस. तो मैं ऐसे एग्जांपल के तौर पे दिखा रहा हूं आप लोग का. ठीक है. उसके बाद डेट ऑफ इन मान लो ये मार्च में इशू हुआ है. ओके. इनवॉइस वैल्यू का टोटल का मतलब होता है द टोटल ऑफ इनवॉइस. यू कैन कैलकुलेट द टोटल ऑफ इनवॉइस. सो जो इनवॉइस है इसका टोटल मतलब एकदम सब कुछ जोड़ जाड़ के जो टोटल आएगा, दिस इज द वैल्यू 9801. This is the value for the invoice. So I'm putting 9801. And after that, you have to classify the rate wise. Okay. So this bill has been raised on 5% column. Sorry. This bill has been raised on 5%. How, sir? You can check that there's a 2.5 is a rate. Okay, so this is the taxable value, sir. 9334.60. 9334.60. 9 कितना था amount? 9334. So 9334.60. So you can see GST figure is automatically calculated. 233.37, 233.37. And after that, you need to save it. So this is the way to upload the B2B invoice. So sir, ऐसे करके कितना बार करना पड़ेगा? सर जितना इनवॉइस है, तो यस निकुंज, अगर बल्क में होगा तो विल बी टेक द हेल्प ऑफ द ऑफलाइन यूटिलिटी. तो अगर इफ यू हैव अ बल्क नंबर ऑफ B2B इनवॉइस, सो डेफिनेटली यू हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ द ऑफलाइन यूटिलिटी. कोई मैम या सर बोल रहे थे कि सर एक्सेल से फाइल नहीं हो सकता, दैट टाइम डियर सर एंड डियर मैम विल बी टेक केयर ऑफ द एक्सेल फाइल. Okay, so this is the way to upload B2B invoice one by one. Sanjita ma'am, but if you listen to us, so ma'am, please you can come. We can take a short break of this session. So
thank you, Sarfaraz. Thank you for the wonderful session ahead. I hope
you,
all of you attendees are enjoying this session. If you are interested, type just yes in your chat box.
yes, Nikunj, I will let you know. No issues. Just
great. Sarfaraz, I would request to show the the screen where we are the huge surprise for all of our attendees.
so that is the structure of yes, right?
Yes. And I would like Suman to unmute yourself and process further and go ahead with the slides.
Yes, obviously. Okay, Sarfaraz, please flash the slide once.
Yes, sir. It's
alright.
viewing, I suppose. Yeah.
Okay. Look, what say innovative skills, we to provide people with job guarantee, training, and GST is a part of it. आज अभी जो लोग आप लोग देख रहे हो, that is basically a glimpse of it. All right. तो क्या होता है बेसिकली, हम लोग ये जीएसटी का ट्रेनिंग करवाते हैं डिटेल में, जहां पर एकदम आपको प्रैक्टिकल हैंड्स ऑन एक्सपीरियंस के थ्रू आपको पूरा चीज सीखने को मिलता है। आपका जो जो क्वेश्चंस है ऑब्वियसली दे विल बी गेटिंग सॉल्व्ड, एंड मोर ओवर इट, आप जो मैम जो पहले बोले थे आपको सरप्राइज है, तो सरप्राइज इज दिस कोर्स कॉस्ट द इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑफ दिस कोर्स on a normal time it is 19,999, but for today, for the participants who are who have joined the seminar or webinar, for them it is only 3,999. Ladies and gentlemen, please note it down, it is 3,999. So it's like a big bargain for you, and to get yourself registered you just have to pay 399 rupees only, and rest of the amount you can pay afterwards. Okay, so this is a great opportunity. हम लोग आपको जीएसटी पूरा सिखा रहे हैं, एंड दैट टू प्रैक्टिकली एंड ऑनलाइन। अभी क्वारंटाइन चल रहा है, लॉकडाउन चल रहा है, घर में बैठ के आप लोग ये पूरा के पूरा कोर्स आप कंप्लीट कर सकते हो, जो आपको पूरा सपोर्ट दिया जाएगा ऑनलाइन with the help of your mobile phone, with the help of your laptop, computer or any handheld device, जिसके थ्रू आप यूज कर सकते हो हम लोगों का simulated version of softwares also। तो आज के लिए ये आपको ऑफर दिया जा रहा है 19,999 का, जो आपका प्राइस है उसको आज आप अवेल कर सकते हो सिर्फ 3,999 में। और उसको उससे भी बढ़िया बात जो है, आपको सिर्फ पे करना है फॉर द टाइमिंग 399। आफ्टर द सेशन गेट्स ओवर, हम लोग और आपको आधा घंटे का टाइम देते हैं, तो बाय 6 यू हैव टू पे द अमाउंट of 399 only. All right, with that amount you can book your seat, and you can continue the course. And people who are interested, in the chat box please write down I, so we can get back to you shortly. So please write down I who are interested in the chat box. Please write down I, and you can pay via Google Pay, you can pay via Phone Pay, you can pay using Paytm, debit card, credit card. Everything can be done. All right, so people who are interested, please write down I in the chat box to avail the offer, and I'll request Sanchita ma'am to note down their names so that we can contact them immediately. All right, thank you so much, the session is going really well, and Sarfaraz sir, I'll request you to continue with the process.
And this is sir the phone pay and Google Pay option also, they can take a screenshot to transfer
Yes,
the
yes,
amount.
please.
So students, this is the
I can see
phone pay and
Poonam
Google Pay
Kumar.
UPI.
I can see
Yes, sir,
Poonam
please
Kumar, she has a question. It's for 1 month or 2 months. The classes will be held for total 24 classes, 1.5 hour per class, and you'll get to know each and every detail Poonam over the phone. All right, so हम लोग आपको पूरा डिटेल दे देंगे, and just hold on a bit. Sarfaraz sir आपका नेक्स्ट जो लेवल है उसको कंटिन्यू कर देंगे। इन द मीन टाइम आई विल रिक्वेस्ट संचिता मैम to please note down the person's name who have written I, so that we can call them immediately, and we can process with the registration. Okay, thank you so much, Sarfaraz sir, please go ahead with the session.
Yeah, sure. You just type your things in a chat box, we are following it, and apart from that we just carry with the GSTR 1. So guys, this is the way to upload the GSTR 1, right? So sorry, B2B, in only B2B in GSTR 1. And Nikunj have a doubt, sir, if we have a bulk invoice, how shall we proceed with that? So I told Nikunj Nikunj wait for a minute, I will show you the offline utility. So don't worry sir, I'll just show you how shall we proceed. So this is the way to upload the B2B online. So guys, I hope के मैं जो बात बोले थे आप लोग को थोड़ी देर पहले कि it depends on your database. Sir, I have only 5 B2B invoice. It can be happen. सर इंडस्ट्री पे 5 बिल पूरा मंथ पे इशू, सर पूरा मंथ पे 5 क्या, पूरा साल में बहुत सारे लोग का 10 बिल इशू होता है. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन योर इंडस्ट्री सर, बट वो 10 बिल सब करोड़ के ऊपर है. कंसिडर द रेलवे वर्कशॉप इंडस्ट्री, कंसिडर जो लोग जो इलेक्ट्रिक पोल वगैरह बनाते हैं, समथिंग लाइक दैट. तो उन लोग का जो मेन जो फंडा होता है टेक्स टाइम बेसिकली। ओके, सो जो लोग कॉन्ट्रैक्टर होते हैं, खास सिविल कॉन्ट्रैक्टर, जो लोग ब्रिज या सिविल कंस्ट्रक्शन जो बनाते हैं, तो हर दिन तो एक ब्रिज तो या रोड तो नहीं बन सकते है ना सर, तो इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द इंडस्ट्री। तो दैट्स व्हाई आई एम सेइंग दैट कि सर यू हैव टू फर्स्ट अंडरस्टूड योरसेल्फ कि ऑनलाइन करना है कि ऑफलाइन करना है। सो इट टोटली डिपेंड्स ऑन योर डेटाबेस। If you have a few data like few B2B invoice, so I will request you can do in this manner, one by one upload. Okay, so if you have a large number of data, sir, I have a 30 more than 40 B2B invoice, so how shall we proceed? So that time you have to take the help of the offline utility. Okay, offline utility. So let's move on to the offline utility, but before that, once we need to see that B2C also, how the things will get it done for B2C.
सर
या
सर आपने वो ऑनलाइन वाला पेज जरा वापस करना अभी।
Manan, there's a table number called 4. Okay, 4 number table. Okay, so in 4 number table there is a B2B. So just open it and you will get the information. And here you need to click on the option called add invoice or add details. So here you have to add one by one B2B invoice. What are the information? Very minimum information. Your customer GST number, what I have written that time, that is okay. Then invoice number means bill number. The bill number what you have mentioned in your invoice, you can see there is a above window mentioning the bill number. I'm taking it as example. I'm not going to save this at all because I'm just showing you how to upload. So this is the invoice number for this invoice 2018/201920. So that is serial number. Okay, now date of the invoice, the date you have issued the invoice. So say for example 5th March or 7th March I've issued this, so I'm just writing down haphazardly the date. Total invoice value means the total of invoice. If I'm considering this as an invoice to upload as a B2B, so I'll have to take the total value. Total value means this one. After considering everything, this is 9801. So this is my invoice value 9801. Okay, and after that you have to classify rate wise. Okay, what are the GST rate it is applicable? So in this case is a 5% because 2.5 is still 5%. So this is the taxable value. Taxable value means that value on which GST has been calculated. I repeat, ladies and gentlemen, taxable value is that value on which GST is being calculated. So 9334.60 is my taxable value. So I'll be writing on this column 93, how much is the amount? 9334.60. 9334.60. So sorry, 334.60. You can see that automatically the GST amount is being calculated. I don't have an option. I don't need to write it over here. So just check it. 233.37. Yes, it's absolutely correct. And then you need to save. So this is the way to upload B2B one by one. So if you have a less number of invoice, I repeat, if you have a less number of invoice, so definitely you can go with this approach one by one. Okay.
सर इसको क्लासिफाई कैसे करना है?
किसको क्लासिफाई सर?
कि ये आपने ये 5% डाला, मतलब वो बिल में लिखा होगा?
The thing is that
bill पे,
Sarfaraz and is this Manan is speaking, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sarfaraz and Manan, to interrupt both of you, like see the offer which we are showing in our the screen. This offer is valid for the limited period. So to grab the opportunity, those who are interested in your chat box, please type your name, location and the contact number. So based on that, our local team will be coordinating with you soon, very soon, because this offer is this offer is applicable for very limited period. So those who are interested, type your name, location and contact number. So based on that, our local team will be coordinating with you very shortly. Sarfaraz, keep going. Yeah.
So guys, acha, there is a question for SEZ. Bimlesh ji, SEZ stands for Special Economic Zone. Okay, so in your state, in our particular state, there will be lots of areas are there which will be classified as SEZ. So where if you are making any supply, usually GST is not getting applied. Okay, so Manan, you can take it from your bill. So at the time of issuing a bill, you will get to know that your GST rate is what, 5%, 6%, 12%, or 18%, or 28%.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So guys, this is the way to upload the GST and I mean B2B invoice. Okay, so let's get back to the B2C, which we have discussed. So B2C large, you can see there is a B2C large, and you just write it, you just read. If you are able to read that whatever is viewing in the screen, so you can classify that whatever we have discussed earlier regarding B2C large, the same thing is coming over here. CGST and SGST 2.5% each, so the total rate will be 5%. So whatever the GST rate, that will be divided 50% by CGST and 50% by SGST. Say for example, Jay, if the GST rate is 18%, so your SGST will be 9% and CGST will be 9%. Okay, that's why it's collectively is 5%. Okay, so B2C large I don't have, and then come to the table number 7. So 4, and for the B2C, the table number 7 will be B2C others. I have told earlier, I guess you have missed that. SEZ stands for Special Economic Zone. So Vimlesh ji, if you mention your state, so I can give you some example. Are you from Gujarat or Bengal or Karnataka? Special Economic Zone, Gujarat, fantastic. Jamnagar, I hope you know that, heard about the area called Jamnagar in Gujarat. So that is a SEZ area. Okay, if you follow your and so many districts like that, which will be coming under the SEZ area, means Special Economic Zone. 100% tax free. Okay, where trade is 100% tax free. So if you are making supply any to a Special Economic Zone, so you have to maintain the record separately, because that supply shall be classified as export. You are from DTA, domestic tariff area, and you are making supply to a SEZ area, so that will be treated as a export, and that export has to be shown separately in GSTR 1. इसी में क्लास में शुरू से बताया था कि it is for the domestic only. We are discussion today. Because मैं export discuss करने जाऊंगा तो उसके लिए अलग से law हम लोग को discuss करना पड़ेगा, वो थोड़ा broad approach हो जाएगा. Okay, so I hope Vimlesh ji, you have understood the meaning of SEZ. Okay sir, yeah. So fine, next part of the B2C others. So B2C others means B2C small. Now you can identify that what is the difference between the B2B and B2C. Add details. Here you have to select, say for example, my state is West Bengal. So I'll be selecting West Bengal. And here I need to put the taxable value. Guys, the main difference between the B2B and B2C is, ध्यान से सुनना मेरे बात, ये आपको जानकारी रखना जरूरी है. GSTR 1 में, GSTR 1 जो है, GSTR 1 में आप लोग B2B जो इनवॉइस होगा वो 1 by 1 अपलोड करना पड़ेगा. मतलब से फॉर एग्जांपल, आप अगर 10 हो 10, you have issued 10 B2B invoice, you have to upload 10 separately in GSTR 1. Okay, but you have issued all invoice to your customer who don't have the GST number. मतलब B2C का बात कर रहा हूं सर. B2C में टोटल वैल्यू देना पड़ता है. टोटल वैल्यू मतलब से फॉर एग्जांपल मैंने यहाँ पे दे रहा हूं टैक्सेबल वैल्यू 1.5 लाख and GST rate 5%. So you can see that the GST value is automatically getting calculated. इसका मतलब ये हुआ सर कि B2B सप्लाई पे मुझे टोटल नंबर ऑफ पार्टी का दरकार नहीं है. मतलब टोटल नंबर जो पार्टी है दैट इज नॉट इंपॉर्टेंट कि कितना जोन का मैं इशू किया हूं, कितना इनवॉइस दिया. सर यहाँ पे इंपॉर्टेंट है कि जीएसटी रेट कि 5% में कितना मेरा सप्लाई हुआ, 12% रेट पे कितना सप्लाई हुआ, 18% में कितना और 28% में कितना सप्लाई हुआ. आई एम रिक्वेस्टिंग टू ऑल ऑफ यू प्लीज फोकस सर, ये पार्ट इज बहुत वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है जीएसटी 1 के अप्रोच से कि B2B और B2C में क्या डिफरेंस है। सर आपका कस्टमर अगर एक हो और आप उसको अगर मान लो 10 इनवॉइस इशू किए हो B2B इनवॉइस, तो जीएसटी पोर्टल में आपको 10 इनवॉइस इंडिविजुअली अपलोड करना पड़ेगा, ईच एंड एवरी इनवॉइस। बट सर इफ योर सप्लाई क्लासिफाइड एज अ B2C small, so you have to total GST रेट वाइज कि 5% रेट पे कितना सप्लाई हुआ, 12% रेट पे कितना सप्लाई हुआ, 18% में कितना हुआ, एंड सो वो टोटल करके मुझे देना पड़ेगा। से फॉर एग्जांपल मेरा 1.5 लाख का सप्लाई हुआ, तो 1.5 लाख का सप्लाई में किए 5% रेट पे, तो दैट इज माय जीएसटी रेट। जीवन जी ने saying that कि only single B2C we have to make entry right. जीवन जी only rate wise, more specific rate wise. Say for example you are dealing in 5%, so you have to upload the total value of 5%. At the rate of 5%, whatever the value you have made a supply, you have to upload this total value. Okay, similar with the 12%, similar with the 18%, so and so. Okay, so those so guys, this is the way to upload the B2B. Okay, rate of what? So rate of GST is 5%, means Mahima ji, whatever the rate you are whatever the GST rate you are dealing with your products or services, it may be 5%, 12%, 18%, or maybe only 5%. It totally depends on your dealing. Okay, if you are coming from garment industry in India, if you are a merchant of the ready-made garments, so only two type of GST rate will attract your industry, 5% and 12%. In garment industry, you will get only two different rate of GST, 5% and 12%. So you have to collectively add all the value of 5% and upload, and you have to add collectively all the value of 12% and upload in B2C segment. But in case of B2B, you have to upload each and every invoice. Yes, ma'am, on the basis of the GST rate. Always B2C on the basis of GST rate. Maybe one kind of rate, maybe multiple kind of rate. Totally depends. So maximum B2C the approach will be 5. Guys, market में maximum 5 तरह के GST rate है हम लोग के पास. क्या क्या? Sir, that is 0%, 5%, 12%, 18 and 28. So there is a chances of 5% regularly. Okay, it may be less than that. Suraj is asking, sir, what is the sales in the display? Sir, some product like tobacco, gutka, pan masala, that will attract sales apart from tax. So if your product attracts sales amount, sales means additional GST. Okay, but it will charge as a sales. You have to put that amount also over there. Cigarette manufacturing of tobacco product, manufacturing of gutka, pan masala will attract sales. Nikunj, if you are a customer and you don't have the GST number, so you are not able to take the credit of purchase bill. So B2C का कोई ITC किसी को लेने का दरकार नहीं है. That's why यहाँ पे कोई पार्टी नाम का दरकार नहीं पड़ रहा है. B2B का इतना तामझाम इसलिए करना पड़ रहा है सर, because B2B का मुझे ITC लेना है. मतलब जब पूजा होशियारी इस बिल पे, जब पूजा होशियारी ये बिल अपलोड करेगा, मुझे इतना अमाउंट का महिमा क्रिएशन में मुझे इतना अमाउंट का CGST SGST का ITC लेना है, बिकॉज ये बिल मेरा B2B बिल है. अगर ये बिल मेरा B2C बिल होता, देयर इज नो केस ऑफ द ITC. क्रेडिट मिलेगा नहीं निकुंज, बिकॉज अनरजिस्टर्ड पार्टी को क्रेडिट नहीं मिलता है. So if you want to take ITC, you have to issue the B2B invoice, and of course your customer must have the GST number. If your customer don't have the GST number, your customer is not allowed to take the ITC of purchase bill. And आप अगर B2C अपलोड कर रहे हो तो उससे कोई फर्क पड़ने वाला है नहीं, बिकॉज उसको पता ही नहीं चलेगा उसके नाम पे बिल अपलोड हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है. सो गवर्नमेंट हर जगह ट्रेस कर सकते हैं, बट इस जगह गवर्नमेंट ट्रेस नहीं कर सकता है. तो आज भी गवर्नमेंट ये बोलते हैं कि जीएसटी आने के बाद भी टैक्स इवेशन का जो कॉन्सेप्ट होता है हम लोग का देश में कि दुकानदार टैक्स जमा नहीं करता है, उसको ट्रेस करना, ये B2C में आज भी ट्रेस करना मुश्किल है. अगर कोई गवर्नमेंट ऐसा रूल लेके आए कि सर आधार कार्ड के बिना माल ही नहीं मिलेंगे तो अलग बात है, बट ऐसा रूल तो आएगा नहीं, तो तब तक तो ट्रेस करना मुश्किल है। ओके सर। नहीं गुलाम सर, B2C का कोई लिमिटेशन नहीं है सर। इट डिपेंड्स ऑन योर टोटल सप्लाई, कि आप करोड़ों का सप्लाई भी कर सकते हो B2C में, इट टोटली डिपेंड्स ऑन यू सर। ओके, से फॉर एग्जांपल बिग बाजार or pantaloons, so most of the supply they will be classified as a B2C na, so it's totally depend on the bulk. Sir, if an employer can upload the sales bill including the HSN code, okay fine. What is the question sir? If an employer can upload, if an employer can upload sales bill including the HSN code, yes sir, sales bill you have to upload, yes Mohammed bhai, you have to upload sale bill with HSN detail, that will be better. You have to upload the HSN wise. So this part there will be no mention of HSN. Whatever the HSN you need to upload, you'll have to follow the another table number, I suppose. So table number 4 is for the B2B sir. Table number 7 is for B2C, and table number 12 is for HSN. So table number 12 is for HSN. Tomal, input tax credit, there is a concept called input tax credit. Whatever the GST you are paying at the time of purchase, you can take the benefit. आप जितना परचेस के टाइम पे जीएसटी पे कर रहे हो उतना जीएसटी आप सेल के साथ ले सकते हो, तो दैट इज कॉल्ड आईटीसी। वेट तन्मय, लेट्स सी। ओके, सो एचएसएन समरी वाइज आउटवर्ड सप्लाई, तो गाइस आपको पता होगा एचएसएन समरी के बारे में हम लोग बात किए। If HSN not mentioned in invoice, can we take credit? Yes, Jadeja ji, yes, you can take the ITC, but you have to ask for the HSN, because at the time of filing annual return, GST is asking the HSN for purchase bill as well as sale bill. For the time being, Jadeja ji, आपको कोई दिक्कत नहीं होगा, आप बिल्कुल ITC ले सकते हो, but आपको आपका सप्लायर से पूछ के रखना पड़ेगा, भाई तूने HSN मिस कर गया, बता दे क्या होगा। Okay. So that will be there will be chances for recover of such HSN, because annual return में mention करना पड़ता है sir, that's why. Otherwise ITC आप ले ही सकते हो, वो तो GST 2A में आ जाएगा, तो you can take the ITC. Okay, so ये जो HSN है सर सप्लाई के लिए होगा, तो आपको ऐसे HSN अपलोड करना पड़ेगा, तो you can see that. ये भी आप ऑनलाइन ऑफलाइन दोनों अपलोड कर सकते हो। एड डिटेल्स, तो सर ये जो HSN है, जैसे कि आपको पता है, ये जो HSN आपको सामने आया है 6006, ओके, तो आई एम राइटिंग 6006। डिस्क्रिप्शन, रॉ क्लोथ्स, UQC, क्लोथ जो होता है, अब देखो इस किस में है, केजीज में है, तो केजीज में मेंशन किया हुआ है ये चीज, तो यू कैन फाइंड आउट केजीज, K for केजीज, दिस इज द केजीज, UQC। टोटल क्वांटिटी, so total quantity will be sum up this total amount, so 12 plus 22, I'm just roughly taking it, it's 2 3 34. Total value, so value should be 9801, this is the total value, means invoice value 9801. Taxable value, so 9334.60, 3.60, and there will be no IGST, so 0. CGST is how much? 233.37, 233.37, and 233.37. Now you guys can ask me one thing, sir, एक जगह मतलब एक रिटर्न पे एक ही इंफॉर्मेशन दो बार देने का क्या मतलब है? सर GST 1 पे जब B2B इनवॉइस आप अपलोड करा रहे थे, सेम इंफॉर्मेशन आप अपलोड किए थे, आप सिमिलरली अब HSN में अपलोड कर रहे हो, तो दो इंफॉर्मेशन क्यों मांग रहा है? सर B2B में वो मांग रहा था इनवॉइस वाइज, कि जितना इनवॉइस इशू किया उसका टोटल बताओ, और यहां पे वो मांग रहा है आइटम वाइज, तो आपका इनवॉइस का टोटल एंड आपका ये मतलब HSN का टोटल दोनों मैच करना चाहिए। अच्छा मेरा रॉन्ग आ गया है क्या सर? अच्छा सॉरी 233.37 होगा ना? हाँ 233.37, ओके, ये होगा मेरा, इसमें थोड़ा सा रॉन्ग हो गया, 9334.60। Okay, now I guess it's correct. Okay, so आप पूछ सकते हो सर ये एक ही चीज दो बार क्यों डाल रहे हैं? सर गवर्नमेंट थैंक्स फॉर द करेक्शन सर. सर गवर्नमेंट हम लोग से दो बार इसलिए मांग रहे हैं बिकॉज गवर्नमेंट रीचेक करेगा. तो लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, आफ्टर अपलोड द ऑल द डॉक्यूमेंट्स, बी इट ऑनलाइन or be it offline, one thing you need to take care of to avoid the default file in GST. Ronnie, it's for individual code bill wise, sir, individual code wise. So it may be one code, but bill shall be more than that. तो हम लोग को कोड वाइज अपलोड करना है कि कितना वैरायटी ऑफ गुड्स हम लोग सप्लाई करते हैं. तो वैरायटी मान लो मेरा दो ही है, 6006 एंड 6004. तो यहाँ पे दो बार अपलोड करना है. बिल अपलोड तो हम लोग ऊपर कर चुके हैं. ओके, ये सर कोड वाइज. तो सर आप लोग देख लो इस फाइनल टचअप, इट्स द फाइनल पंच लाइन ऑफ GST 1, जहां पे हम लोग को ध्यान रखना है टू अवॉइड द डिफॉल्ट सिलेक्शन. After fulfilling all the details, you have to take care of the total of this table and total of HSN summary. This table number 4 and table number 12, you have to match all the data. If there is any mismatch between table number 4 and table number 12, definitely you will get a notice from the department for explaining why. कि झूठ आप कहां बोल रहे हो, where you are telling the lie, either in HSN or in invoice. So I'm requesting to ladies and gentlemen, आज भी बहुत सारे लोग से ये गलती होता है मार्केट में, just because of the वो लोग कनेक्ट नहीं कर पाते हैं. तो आपके पास अगर B2C इनवॉइस नहीं है, guys, if you don't have the B2C इनवॉइस, तो B2B का टोटल मतलब फोर्थ नंबर टेबल का जो इन्फॉर्मेशन आएगा, जैसे अमाउंट डालोगे यहाँ पे आ जाएगा अमाउंट. ये इन्फॉर्मेशन हैज टू बी इक्वल विथ टेबल नंबर 12. If it is the match, then well and fine. If it is not match, definitely GST department will ask some doubt for clarification. And sir, if you have a B2B and B2C all, so you have to add table number 4 with table number 7. That table number 7. And it has to be total with table number 12. It has to be total with table number 12.
सर मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है सर. सर
yeah, the thing is that, hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Yeah, Sarfaraz, the thing is that the see, as we are the shortage running of time. So how far it will take, or we can conclude over here, because lots of questions. I know GST is a very the hot cake still now. Those it has been released I guess 2 years before, but for all the CS, for all the students, yes, and 2-hour sessions is not enough. That's why I'm asking all of the participants, so those who are interested to grab the entire opportunity, the golden opportunity we are offering for you, that is the registration amount only just 399 and the course price is 3999. It is valid for today only. So those who are interested, please type your name, location and the contact number, so we can, our local team will be connecting with.
Okay, so let us
yes,
just
sir.
inbox your doubt, whatever you are asking. So ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the GST 1. For the, in the short duration, we have done it.
Yeah, because
Okay,
it's
so
a
that's
vast,
all. Yeah, it's a vast.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know that. That's all I need to say. I have completed almost 80% of the GST 1. Only offline part is pending, but definitely when they will join, we'll be doing it or more details or something like that. Okay, so there'll be no problem.
That's right.
I hope that they have understood the feel. They have got the zeal of our ICA classes and all. So
see in these classes, as this quarantine period is going on, so for the productivity mode is on. So from home we are working on operating from home and keep ourselves motivated and proactive. So this kind of session is very much beneficial for you, and for that, keeping in that mind, we are offering this course only for only the registration amount is 399 for today, and the admission amount is 3999. I'm again repeating, display the the 2 slides of the payment part and the GPay accounts and details, and I'm updating in chat box as well. Sir, hello. Hello, Sarfaraz. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, can you just display the the course price and the GPay account details so that all of our attendees avail and to see the entire screen properly. This is our city-wise GPay, PhonePe account, and those who are not belong to this city, they can also type their name, contact number, and the location, so we can reach out to them. Yeah, Samir, I can extend the date till 15th of April. I am not getting your idea. Extend, what you mean, this offer? Uh, okay, Samir, unfortunately, this golden offer, I know there is huge response I'm getting because this GST price which we are offering is very minimal, and no dear, I am not extended this offer 15th April. This offer is valid till today, till today. So 399 is the registration amount. You just pay the 399 registration amount. So so to book your seat, because we are getting huge response from many parts of India, because GST is a subject, those the commerce department, even the non-commerce, those who are belonging for non-commerce background, they are also keen to know what is GST, in what way we can filing the GST return and all the process, because even CAs are also practicing an R&D on this subject. So I am requesting all the attendees, those who are interested, to grab this full course. It's in 25 classes we are offering, and after the class we are providing you the recording of each class, so not to worry about that. It's fully online, full-fledged online classes, and we will give you the full support, and after completion of classes we will give you the certifications also, so not to worry about that. Arun Rana is from Egra. I guess from West Bengal, Egra, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Poonam, payment mode is our GPay. Yeah, payment mode is GPay, Google Pay, which we are displaying in our slides, and advance, yes, 399 is the registration amount. So you can pay the registration amount now to book your seat availability, because we will be starting our classes very soon, and hopeful. But the thing is that I'm declaring in front of all of you that Sarfaraz sir is going to take this class. So it's in each class he is going to deliver interesting facts and figures of GST. Banks, Samir, I know banks are closed till 14th of April. So can you just book the registration amount 399, which is very nominal. It's for you only, because this offering, I'm at least pay the registration amount to book your seat availability. At least pay the registration amount within half an hour to grab the golden opportunity, because this price we are designated and we are formulated for today only. 24 to 25 classes we are going to organize, which is through online, and we will give you the full support, and you will be getting the recording after completing of each classes, and we'll be giving the certificate also. This is our city-wise PhonePe, Google Pay. I am in text in chat box. Apart from that, in our slides, numbers are also reflecting. Payment कैसे करना है, madam? Please explain me. Arun, you are from which location? You are from which location? आप कहाँ पे रहते हैं? आपका कांटेक्ट नंबर मेरे पास है। ओके, आप कहाँ पे रहते हैं? पूर्व मेदिनीपुर और वेस्ट बंगाल। ओके अरुण, मेरे लोकल टीम आपके साथ कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं। 6296574351 is your number. Our local West Bengal team will connect you shortly. Not to worry about that. Apart from that, those who are interested, please type your name, contact number and the location, so our team will be connecting with you shortly, because this offer is valid for today only. Sarfara sir is going to take the entire online class for this GST, so not to worry about that. We are giving you the certification support, we are giving you the recording supports of each classes, and the online class is going through online based, but we will give you the all subordinate supports. Yeah, Poonam. Sorry, someone is telling something. Poonam, you are from, I guess, Ahmedabad. So Ahmedabad team is coordinating with you shortly. I would request Mr. Amit Datta, please connect with Poonam Kumar. She needs to pay right now, I guess. Rest of the attendees, those I am, I need to close this within a 5 minutes of this session. So exactly 5 minutes in our hand right now. Those who are interested, please type your name, contact number and location. See guys, the registration. Manan, yeah, Manan, tell me.
मैम मैं इंटरेस्टेड तो हूँ पर पता नहीं कर पाऊंगा या नहीं.
You are from which location, Manan?
अहमदाबाद.
Ahmedabad. Okay, so Manan, what is your contact number? At least our team, आपके साथ मेरा local team at least बात कर ले. आप देख लीजिए, because I am seeing that in last days he was Samir from Srinagar. Yeah, Samir will call you. Not to worry, Samir. मनन आपका कांटेक्ट नंबर मुझे चैट बॉक्स में देंगे तो इट वुड बी ग्रेट फॉर मी. हेलो Ronnie, location Kolkata. Manan, okay, Manan, 94, just hold on, 94266 84978 is the number. Ronnie, location. Ronnie, I guess you are from Dalhousie, right? Right, Ronnie? You are from Dalhousie. You are showing your interest rate in previous that you are from Dalhousie. Okay, Ronnie. Our Dalhousie team, I would request Mr. Shomna Chaudhary to note his number and connect with him shortly. Mr. Somnath Chaudhary, Ronnie from Kolkata, he is interesting for Dalhousie location. Jamnagar is also from, I guess, Gujarat. Gujarat people, yeah, Gujarat people, Mr. Lalji Lal. Okay. Hello. Yeah, Manan, our Ahmedabad team will connect you soon.
Okay.
Someone is saying something. I am unable to. मुझे सुनाई ठीक तरह से नहीं दे रहा है सर. बोलिए. मनन छोड़ के भी और कोई एक जन बोल रहे थे. बोलिए क्या बोलना चाह रहे हैं. Registration fee how much? Registration fee, sir. I am typing. It's 3399 is the registration amount, and course price is this. This for today only. For today only. Manan, you are typing wrong. It's not 3 4 times 9. It's just 3999. It's just
sorry.
399 है. Yeah, it's the registration amount, and 3999 3909 is the course fee amount, sir. But this opportunity valid till today. Yeah, Samir, what would be the rest amount? Our local team will guide you shortly. And locally, you just pay the registration amount to go for booking the seat availability booking.
मैम आप एक बार सर को टेक ओवर कर देंगे माइक मेरे को
बिल्कुल
डाउट है।
बिल्कुल सर को दे देंगे. Sarfaraz is over to you. I have exactly 2 minutes in my hand. So you can keep continuing, and we will be wrap up exactly after the two minutes. Okay. Thank you
Yeah,
so much,
madam.
guys. Thank you so much. Keep posting those who are interested. Thank you. Sarfaraz is over to you.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
हेलो
मैम, या मैम, या बोलो.
सर, जो प्रोडक्ट कस्टम से आते हैं उस पे कैसे होता है, मतलब जीएसटी कभी लगता है या नहीं लगता है?
इंपोर्ट ड्यूटी लगता है और आईजीएसटी लगता है उसके ऊपर.
क्या लगता है?
आईजीएसटी जीएसटी कंपोनेंट में आईजीएसटी लगता है और कस्टम ड्यूटी लगता है.
ओके, दोनों मिला के फिर टैक्स लगता है?
और दोनों मिला के जो होता है वो देना पड़ता है.
ओके ओके।
অরুণ ম্যাম বলছেন যে রেজিস্ট্রেশন ফিজ ইজ 399 টাকা ফর লিমিটেড পিরিয়ড অফার এন্ড দ্য কোর্স ফিজ 3999 টাকা.
And Arun,
Okay,
কোন
and-
লোকেশন? কোথা থেকে বলছো Arun?
Yes, from which
কোথা থেকে
location you just
বলছো? I can speak in English, Hindi, Bengali. So those who are convenient in their local language, please update me. So accordingly, I will communicate with you. Arun, কোথা থেকে বলছো বলো, আমি বাংলাতেও বলতে পারি. No issues on that.
अच्छा मैम, हेलो।
হ্যাঁ, এগড়া. ওকে ওকে অরুণ, এগড়া. ওকে ওকে অরুণ তোমার নাম্বারটা একবার যদি আমাকে বলো.
मैम
হ্যাঁ
Hello?
বলো বলো.
मैम हम
হ্যাঁ অরুণ
यहाँ
বলো.
से
আমি
आप
হ্যাঁ, ইয়া বলিए মানন. Is this Manan who was speaking?
या
Manan
मैम
speaking.
मैम आई एम टेलिंग, मैं बोल रहा था कि अगर मैं आपके वहां
Okay.
से ये करता हूँ
हाँ.
तो इसका ये जो हमको मिलेगा रिवॉर्ड या सर्टिफिकेशन जो भी है, ये कहाँ तक वैलिड है, और मतलब अप
हाँ.
टू व्हाट एक्सटेंट?
सर सर्टिफिकेट का मे आई नो whom I'm speaking with, किससे बात कर रही हूँ मैं?
मैम मनन नाम है मेरा।
ओके मनन, द थिंग इज द सर्टिफिकेट का ऐसा कोई वैलिडिटी नहीं है. आफ्टर कंप्लीशन ऑफ कोर्स आपको जैसे हम लोग सर्टिफिकेट देते हैं दैट यू आर क्वालिफाइड ऑन आवर जीएसटी कोर्स, वहां पे हम लोग एनएसडीसी स्किल्ड अप्रूव्ड है, तो पूरा बाकायदा आपका नाम लेके वहां पे लिखा हुआ रहेगा. So not to worry about that, about the certificate and the class. आपको अगर ये अपॉर्चुनिटी लेना है सर, तो आप 399 देखिए ये सीट बुक कीजिए, एंड ये कोर्स जो है 3999 ये आप ले लो. बाकी सर्टिफिकेशन या क्लास वो we will providing, not to worry about that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So
Okay.
so thank you guys, thank you Sarfaraz for this
Thank you, ma'am.
wonderful and the amazing session. And there are more surprising topics we are we are going to portray for you in upcoming days. Keep tuning for us. Thank you so much Sarfaraz.
Thank you, ma'am.
And thank you all.
Thank you all. Thank you
ma'am.
so much. Thanks for
Thank you, sir.
cooperation. Thank you and take care of you guys.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye bye. Yeah.
Okay.